Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling a common visual fidelity issue in A Plague Tale: Innocence. We at Teknobalta analyzed this case where a user experienced extreme blurriness after upgrading from 1080p to 1440p. Usually, a higher resolution should mean more clarity, but in this title, post-processing effects can interfere. First, let us look at the root cause analysis. The game uses heavy temporal anti-aliasing, or TAA. TAA is great for removing jagged edges, but it often introduces a ghosting or blurring effect during movement. When you jump to 1440p, the pixel density increases, but the scaling algorithm might still be processing at a lower internal buffer. We also need to consider effects like chromatic aberration and film grain, which are designed to look cinematic, but often look like a smudge. Preparation is key. Before we change settings, ensure your GPU drivers are fully updated to the latest version. For AMD users, the solution lies within the AMD Software Adrenaline Edition. We at Teknobalta recommend using AMD Radeon Image Sharpening, or RIS, to counteract the TAA blur. Open your AMD software and navigate to the Gaming tab, then select A Plague Tale: Innocence. Locate the Radeon Image Sharpening toggle and turn it on. We found that a value of 30% is the sweet spot for 1440p displays. Setting it too high can cause over-sharpening artifacts, which look like white halos around objects. Now, let us move to the in-game settings. This is where most of the muddy look is generated. Go to the Graphics menu. First, disable Motion Blur entirely. Motion Blur is technically designed to simulate high-speed movement, but it ruins the crispness of the textures. Next, turn off Chromatic Aberration. This effect mimics a cheap camera lens by fringing colors at the edges of the screen. It is a major contributor to the perceived lack of focus in this specific game. Then, disable Film Grain. This adds artificial noise to the image, which can make 1440p look like 720p. If you are using an NVIDIA card, you can use the NVIDIA control panel instead of the AMD software. Go to Manage 3D Settings and look for Image Scaling or Image Sharpening. Set the sharpening to around 0.30 or 30%, similar to the AMD recommendation. We at Teknobalta also suggest checking the resolution scale slider inside the game. Ensure it is set to exactly 100%. Anything lower will upscale the image, causing significant blur. If you have a powerful GPU, you can even set it to 110% for a super sampled, ultra crisp look. Let's discuss the technical reasoning behind these changes. When you disable post-processing effects, you allow the raw frame buffer to be displayed without additional filters. AMD's RIS uses a contrast adaptive sharpening algorithm that enhances edges without increasing noise. This is why it works so well with TAA, as it recovers the detail lost during the anti-aliasing pass. Some users might find the game's translations confusing if they are using a community patch or a specific language pack. Always look for the visual icons or the position of the sliders if the text is unclear. For alternative methods, you can use ReShade. ReShade is a post-processing injector that offers advanced sharpening filters like LumaSharpen. However, driver-level sharpening like RIS is more efficient and has almost zero performance impact. We at Teknobalta tested this on various hardware configurations, and the results are consistent. If you are using an older GPU, avoid FSR 1.0 in this game if possible, as it adds more blur than it solves. Stick to native resolution with sharpening for the best visual experience. To summarize, disable motion blur, chromatic aberration, and film grain. Then, apply 30% sharpening via your GPU driver software. This will transform the game from a blurry mess into a cinematic masterpiece. A Plague Tale: Innocence is a beautiful game that deserves to be seen in high definition. We hope this technical breakdown helps you enjoy the journey of Amisha and Hugo without eye strain. If you encounter further issues, check your monitor's internal sharpening settings as well. Sometimes, gaming modes on monitors add their own sharpening, which can clash with the driver settings. Keep your display settings neutral for the most accurate reproduction of the game's art style. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more professional hardware and software solutions. We are committed to providing the most detailed technical analysis for your PC gaming needs. See you in the next technical deep dive. This is Teknobalta signing off.